Hi guys, it's Dan and Becky from
Bugs on the Windshield.
Hey, where do you go when you need a bunch of work done on your RZR?
I go to my buddy's house.
Your buddy's house? Your buddy Jeff?
My buddy Jeff.
In this video, Dan and Jeff are going to talk about all the work that they did on Dan's RZR last August when he took a long weekend trip out to Colorado to visit.
Yeah, we got some work done on the RZR, and we got a chance to get out and explore some of the trails.
Yay!
Well, when you can't find the proper parts that you want, you have to kind of fabricate them. It does help if you have someone who has some welding skills, and my buddy Jeff helped me fabricate a rack for my RZR.
Yeah, saying I've got welding skills is probably a little bit of a stretch, but we made it work.
I had purchased a spare tire rack because I couldn't find the storage rack that I wanted. Jeff came up with this brilliant idea of, instead of just putting one box on where the spare tire was going to go, to add brackets and then put two boxes on there. It turned out really nice, I think, when we got it all said and done. What was your inspiration for this idea?
So I think I came up with this idea when I was trying to figure out what I would do different with the rack I had on my machine. And so I thought it would be good to have a box mounted on each side of your rack. So we kind of came up with the idea of welding these bars on there.
Yeah, it turned out nice. And what I like about the way this rack turned out was that the boxes are actually a little bit lower. They're not really sticking up too much over the top of the roll bar.
Yeah, and that's where I run into a problem with the rack on my machine. Is it's so tall, and I'm pretty tall myself. I've got to stand up on the tires just to get inside the boxes. So I think yours are a little better height for getting into.
I could get fixed.
Another project we did while we were out there was put some sound deadening mat in the center console and behind the seats.
Yeah, I did this on my machine, and it made a huge difference. I thought, if I remember right, it was almost 6 dB from the interior noise level. But putting that sound deadening on that firewall between you and the engine really helps knock the sound level down inside the machine and makes it much more comfortable to ride in.
Yeah, because I like the fact that when you're riding with somebody, you actually can talk to them. You don't have the roar of the motor right behind you. And then
yeah, in fact, our machine's so quiet enough, we can have our two-way radio communication. We can just have the radio on speaker and still be able to hear you guys talk.
Yeah, that's kind of nice to have that. And then after all the work that we did on the RZR, it was time to go have some fun. So we were able to...
So we thought we'd try a trail out. Dan and I have done this trail, would we do that 20-some years ago, Dan? First time we went on this?
Yeah, this is the Wayback Trail. We were going to take our new machines out, or our newer machines out, to a trail that we did back on the first machines we had, I think.
Yeah. This is the Saxon Mountain Trail. It's pretty much between Idaho Springs and Georgetown, Colorado.
I mean, even though it was a little rainy or cloudy that day, it was still a fun day to be out on the trail. And it was nice that it wasn't very busy either. That may have been kind of a benefit.
Yeah, I think we only did we only run into one other group while we were up there?
Yeah, I think there was one group that we saw on the trail. I think when we got back, there was some other people getting ready to go up, I think, if I remember right.
Yeah, there was some getting ready to go up, yeah.
So we were able to really pretty much be out there on our own, which was a lot of fun. And we had some photos that we tried to recreate from our first trip out there. And like I said...
Yeah, unfortunately the weather was just not quite good for creating the same photos because it was a sunny day last time we were there, so we'll have to go back. Didn't we determine next year going to be 20 years or?
Yeah, I think so. I think we figured next year was going to be the 20th, so we were going to have to make another trip out there and then hopefully do it on a sunny day and get the same photos.
Yeah, the rack held up good. Nothing came loose and all the welds held, and seemed like it was worked out good.
Yeah. Now the fun part is I get to figure out what I want to put in all these boxes, because at this point I didn't really have anything in the box yet. So I'll be able to have a chance to figure out what to use it for. Yep, there's.
Well, having too much storage is a good problem.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we carry a lot of camera gear, so it's kind of nice to have that extra gear for that. Yeah, carry a couple different.
Yeah, and you're probably gonna start carrying your drone too, and that would fit in one of those boxes real good.
Yeah, I plan on getting the drone out when we do some more trail riding. The trail was, I mean, it was a little technical. There was some rougher spots on it, but it wasn't, too bad.
Yeah, the first third of the trail was some technical rock crawling there, and then it smooths out pretty good. It's always a little bit of a busy ride up there. But yeah, just the first part was the rock crawling.
Yeah. Well, here we go, get up to speed now. Got to, make sure that the box is going to hold on.
It's kind of interesting watching the video, seeing how much we actually bounce around in the machines.
Yeah, it is a lot smoother than it looks from the camera angle, because you can see the machine kind of bouncing around, our heads going back and forth. But it's really a pretty smooth ride. And we're probably not going exactly, it looks like we're going pretty fast, but we're not going that fast. I think it's just the video is just sped up a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think we do much more than 15 miles an hour on that trail.
No. Now it's time for a little snack break. We're gonna, say hi to the camera.
We also didn't we have to put our rain gear on at this point? I think it started raining a little harder, and I think we had to throw on our rain pants.
Yeah, we got into a little bit of rain, kind of on the way back.
There was that one shot where we tried to recreate from 20 years ago, but we'll have to do it again this year with a little more cooperative weather.
When we came up Saxton Mountain. The trail ahead of us here will drop us down into Georgetown.
Yeah, it's a pretty neat trail, because there's a lot of, at least, I think there's 3 old mine operations along there, and the ruins of their buildings are along there. So it's always kind of fun to go look at those and try to imagine what it was like back in the day for the mining up there.
Yeah.
So here's a little bit of the video showing some of the rock crawling section that we were on.
Yeah. It got a little bit rougher here. There's some spots where we kind of slowed down to kind of see what the trail had for us. It's always good to get out and exercise the shocks on the RZR.
One thing nice about the rack with your boxes, you can see that the boxes are no higher than the top of your roll bar. Where with the storage rack I have on my unit, my boxes are significantly higher than the roll cage.
Yeah, I do like that way that came out. It's almost ideal. I didn't realize that when we purchased those boxes that it would actually be level with the top of the roll cage.
You bought those boxes at Harbor Freight, right?
Yeah, those are Harbor Freight boxes. They are weatherproof, dustproof. so that they come with the foam lining, so I can cut that out to put the camera gear in it.
Yeah, I mean, they're actually really good boxes. I mean, they're Pelican knockoffs. They seem high quality.
Yeah, they really were a lot heavier than I anticipated when we went to go get them. So I'm well pleased with the boxes, and the clasps that secure them really seem to be pretty tight. So I don't have to have any worry about, for some reason, them popping open while we're down the trail.
Yeah, this is a pretty good test. It's raining on us now for the water seals, and they stay dry on the inside.
Yep. Yeah, we're worked out ideal. Also, another little modification we did to the rack, it actually had a section in the back where I can actually mount a rear light, which I thought could come in handy.
For the technical rock crawling section here.
Here's the part where it gets a little rocky through here.
Of course, the camera always makes it look, or the camera smooths everything out and levels everything out.
The nice thing about the camera, it does have stabilization if you're walking with it, but when you're kind of doing something like this, it may not be bad to kind of see it rock a little bit. I think maybe next time
stabilization probably helps or takes out the extreme bumps.
Yeah. I'd be curious to see what it would do if we didn't have that on, how unsteady that the camera angles would be. Just nice and easy over those rocks. And we've learned over the years that you don't want to really go too fast over these. These can bottom out.
Yeah, or you also damage an A-arm. It's not something you want to do on the trail.
We like to explore, not race through the trails, because we always enjoy getting back in one piece.
Well, it gets expensive tearing machines up too.
Yeah. You know. There we go, that's a little rocky there. The nice thing about this trail is it's close to your house, so it's not like it's a terribly long drive and easy to get to.
We didn't have, I mean, this was your last day there that we had the ability to go ride, so we didn't really have a choice. We either went and rode this day or we didn't get to ride.
Yeah, we had a lot of projects on the machine, kind of between getting the rack done and the insulation put in.
And that stuff always takes longer than you think it would. You know, you think you can knock it out in a day, and 2 days later you're still waiting to get it done.
Yeah, but I am well pleased with the way everything came out. So does this still drop into Georgetown?
No, we're on our way back now. This trail, you can't drop into Georgetown. If we would have taken that trail all the way down, it started raining on us. That we thought we ought to turn around and head back. At this point, we are on our way back down towards Idaho Springs, where we have the trailers staged.
Here's the second part of the project. I finished it up when I got home. This is a foam that goes over the sound deadening to help with the sound and also to make it look a little better than just that silver. But I'd like to thank Jeff for helping out with the video and more so helping out with all the modifications that we did get done while I was out there.